What's going on, everybody? I hope you had a really successful week this week. I wanted to make this video to go more in depth into some wholesale and bulk buying questions that we've come across this week. A lot of you guys have been sending us emails about where are some other places we can source bulk and wholesale inventory. So I wanted to touch on that subject just slightly more. I know I've mentioned it before in some of the other videos in our mentoring program, but I can't stress enough auctions. Auctions are a great place, especially if you're brand new into buying in bulk and wholesale. Auctions are a great place to start. And if you just go to like auctionzip.com, type your zip code in and keep checking. I know a lot of you guys aren't in like heavy populated areas, but keep checking back and seeing if there are more auctions popping up. You don't want to do online auctions. You want to actually physically go to the auction houses. And I say that because auctions aren't just a good place to buy new inventory, it's a great place to network with other people. So think about it, a lot of other wholesalers, other resellers, that's where they get their inventory as well. So they go to these auctions and you should go to them as well and look at who's buying a lot of product. Go and introduce yourself and make a connection with them, because again, you never know where they're getting their inventory, if they're willing to sell it to you for a little markup where you can still make money. Some of our best connections that we have today came from us just being at an auction at the right place and time and meeting the right people. So even if you don't go and buy stuff, go to network. Auctions are a great place to start. Another awesome one is local liquidation companies. If you just go to Google and type in liquidation and your zip code or location, a lot of the time you'll come up with companies that specialize in taking defunct businesses, like leftover inventory from businesses, shelf pulls, store returns, Amazon returns, Walmart returns, and they'll package them up into pallets and then sell them on to resellers. Same thing with Facebook Marketplace. I can literally go to Facebook Marketplace in my area and just type in returns pallets, and I'm talking there's probably 100 different pallets, companies selling return pallets. So that's another way you can go. Again, you know, you have to be careful about what sort of pallet you're buying. So if you find one and you have questions about it, feel free to email us. That's what we're here for. But you're looking more for shelf pulls, not really so much store returns. Although if it's cheap enough and you can buy the pallet and you have the time to go through each item individually and test it out, sometimes there's still really good profit in those store returns. But the best ones are shelf pulls and new overstock inventory. So inventory that they just had excess of that they package up into pallets and then sell on. But again, Google and Facebook Marketplace are great resources to find those wholesale bulk returns deals. And then last but not least, if you're looking for specific products, right? So let's say I'm looking for wholesale vintage clothing. I would literally just, again, go to Google and type in wholesale vintage clothing lots and start looking through. Sometimes you have to contact 20, 30 companies to get one to respond to you, to get a list of what products they have, to hopefully make a deal. I would say sometimes we have to contact 50 companies to actually buy from one of them. So go to Google, type in what you're looking for, wholesale vintage clothing, vintage electronics wholesale, or toys, you know, new in the box Mattel toys wholesale. Those are the type of things that you're looking for. Now remember, when you get into bulk buying and wholesale, even the lots that we sell to you guys, you have to be willing to accept a lower margin. So you can't still base your profits on, you know, going into a thrift store and buying something for $2 and selling it for $40. The margins just aren't the same when it comes to wholesale, but what you're saving is on the time. So instead of taking the time out of your day to go and pick through, you know, a bunch of thrift stores and maybe find 10 things, instead of doing that, now you're able to buy, you know, 50 things at the same time and still make 30–40% on your money. So that's really where you want to move to in wholesale as you scale up your business, because there's only so much you can do, you know, go into thrift stores and garage sales. If you want to build your reselling business into an actual, like, legitimate six-figure company, you're going to have to start getting into bulk and wholesale. So hopefully that answers some of your guys' questions. Hopefully those resources help you out a little bit. Again, if you have questions, feel free to email us. You have access to us pretty much 24/7, mentoring@rallyroots.com. We've been trying our best to get back to you on your questions as soon as we possibly can. So send them through, guys. We're here for you. Thank you so much for listening to me, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye, guys.